We started off thinking, why is rubber stretchy? And so
Great question.
then we thought to tie things, And then we kind of went, where did we go from there?
Okay, so what did you think about when you said, why is rubber stretchy? What was the first thought you had?
Yeah, like how they make it stretch.
Okay,
How
and what do
do
you
they
think
make it
is
stretch?
the material inside of it?
That like stretching rubber, something stretchy.
What is stretchy that could be inside a rubber band? What?
Well, when you say the word rubber band, what does that mean?
It's made of rubber.
Yeah, and the rubber is stretchy, but a tire isn't stretchy.
Do you know what rubber comes from?
No.
Anybody? Trees. Yeah, it is. There's actually a rubber tree. So we're able to harvest a lot of rubber.
How the trees don't stretch?
No, the trees
Or
don't
the
stretch.
wheels
You're right.
don't
They
stretch.
make it.
A rubber tree actually has this material that does stretch.
Inside of it has
Okay, excellent. So now if you push this idea and think, the material inside of it is stretching, how could the material inside of it be stretching? What would have to be true for that? We're just pushing the model as far as you can. So talk about that for a couple minutes and I'll come back. So how are we doing with models over here? Okay, talk to me about your claim again. Or talk to me,
I erased.
you erased it. So cite your claim again. Your claim about your model or about your experiment.
That some metals do work and some don't.
Okay. So what's your science question that you're trying to explain right now?
If they do work, I mean, if
Try starting a question with a why or a how.
why do they work?
Is that a good question? Do you think?
Yes.
Okay. Where could you start with trying to understand that? So you're basically trying to explain the electricity part, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think's happening when electricity is made? Do you have any ideas about that? Okay, so that's where you're stuck. What kinds of, what do you think is involved with electricity? Have you learned anything in private classes that you can bring to that?
That if you put it with a magnet, it will light.
Okay, so there's some connection with it, right? There's some clues in the word electricity itself about what's involved. Any idea what that might be? Okay, so we're getting up against the model that you do have, right? So you don't know that exactly. That's fine. We're going to go backwards, and you're thinking, okay, there's this thing called electricity, right? And it does something different depending on these metals. So how could you at least show what might be different about those metals, not in the deep level, but in the big picture idea? There's got to be some differences, right?
Yeah.
That's it. So I want you to just try to think of how could you show that you know that's true, even if you don't know what those are or what they have to be. Yes, that look tells me you're thinking about this fairly deeply. Okay, do you want a clue that takes you further?
Yes.
Okay. So electricity has the word kind of electron built into it because electricity is simply the flow of electrons. So if I tell you that, maybe you can work with that to try to understand the metals. Okay? Come back.